Welcome to my 40,000 mile review of my Motobecane Immortal Pro. I bought this right before the pandemic, so it must have been 2020. It currently has 42,000 miles. You can go look at my unboxing video, and also I think I did a 10,000 mile review. But just to review, when I bought this, I did a few modifications right off the bat. Obviously, I changed the pedals, pretty typical. It came with a pair that I didn't have cleats for. These are actually old school look Delta cleat pedals. They've become actually easier to find with the advent of the Peloton bike because they use these pedals and cleats. For a while there, it was pretty tough. I changed the stem to give it a little bit more aggressive angle, and I also cut down the steering tube and moved the stem down on the steering tube, added some spacers. Let's see, those are the main things I did right off the bat. I took off a lot of the decals and the front head badge to give it a nice sleeker look. It came out of the box with full Ultegra components, including the crank, the brakes, the shifters. Since then, this is only the second cassette I've put on it, believe it or not, although it's probably the fourth or fifth chain. So I keep my cassettes relatively clean and my chains relatively clean, and I'm not a big hammerer, so. I also obviously added water cages. These were water cages off my previous bike, and I changed the seat stem and the saddle. I changed it to my favorite specialized body geometry saddle that I've used for probably 20 years. I've got another one on my spare bike. Let's see, what else? I've pretty much have to change the rear derailleur cable every 3,000 or 4,000 miles. It tends to fray right up here, pretty typical of these shifters. I've changed the bar tape 3 or 4 times. Let's see, I said I'm on my second cassette, obviously. Other than that, this bike is a tremendous performer. I also have changed from the stock wheels. It came with DT Swiss wheels, which honestly didn't last very long. The rims cracked on them, and I'm not even a heavy guy. I'm 160 to 170 pounds. But I changed to these Shimano RS11s. I've got 2 sets, a black set that I use during the summer and a silver set that I use during the winter. So I keep them separate, but I have stuck with these Continental Ultra Sport tires. They actually were the stock tire that came with the bike, and I've gotten better life out of these tires than any tire that I've ever ridden, and they are relatively cheap. You can sometimes pick these tires up for 20 bucks a piece, and they roll really nicely. So this is not the lightest bike in the world. It weighs in, as you see it here, I think at about 19 pounds, maybe a tad over. But it is a good performer. I've actually been hit by a car once in it on a hit and run. Went down, actually broke my collarbone and got scraped up pretty good. But the bike didn't have to have anything done to it except replacing the bar tape on the left-hand side. Motobecane does not make this. I got this from Bikes Direct online for about $1,500 at the time. The selections at Bikes Direct for true road bikes are becoming more limited. A lot of them are gravel and hybrid bikes, but you can still pick up it's a very similar model of Motobecane for about $1,600 with 105 shifters, brakes, and derailleurs, and I believe it's got an FSA crank, a full carbon frame, and it's also in the matte black finish like this with the black Motobecane decal, and a very similar geometry, and I think it comes in about a ½ pound lighter. Prices are going to go up on Bikes Direct very soon due to tariffs. If you're interested in a decent road bike or gravel bike, the other one, the new road bike on Bikes Direct also has hydraulic Shimano 105 brake system. So I guess the days of the rim brakes are disappearing, but I'll stick with them as long as possible. And the comparable bike on Bikes Direct also is not DI. It's not electronic shifting, and I actually prefer that because that's one less thing I have to recharge, and it's easier for me to adjust myself if I've got cables. I do almost all the maintenance on this bike myself, but I just gave it a good cleaning today since it's such a beautiful day in Ohio, and I finally got to changing out the tires because the back tire was definitely beyond its wear. These Ultra Sports have wear marks in them, and the rear tire, they were completely gone. The front tire that I changed out anyways, it probably has another couple thousand miles in it, but when I change out my tires, I usually change them out in a pair. I'll use the other tire for a winter tire. So, thank you for watching. If you made it through this entire video, thank you, and hope you enjoy your 2025.